Right, I'm going to make a pizza because I'm bleeding twat. For this, I use Fry Light, some extra virgin olive oil. What else? Let's have a look. Hovis yeast, yeah, got some of that in there. Some regular old table salt from Spar Shop specifically. You sort of get your flour, I don't know, maybe it'd be something like this. Yeah, premium white, you know, other things. And, you know, for your toppings you can pretty much do what you want, but I always use this as the sort of foundation of my tomato fritto. As you can see, when you put them all together with a certain amount of water, you come up with some sort of dough, like that. Good in it, good in it. Wash your hands, obviously, do that. So take the shitty dough we've just done, dry my hands obviously, mop down the surface that you're using, as I don't have any form of soap, I just use water myself. Give that a nice, very unorthodox clean. If I was a restaurant, I'd get shut down. Give that a good old wipe with a dirty tea towel, and we're ready to go. This is what I use different, so I use oil, I don't use talcum powder flour. Dries it out, so instead I wet it up because it's a pizza. We want it nice and wet. So take the dough now, it's quite warm. Get it and knead it like that. Knead. Gonna knead it. It's going to be a good dough this, I think. Measurements came out alright. And you'll start to feel it get a little bit smoother with every movement of your fingers to hand ratio. So you get it in there, and if you feel it starting to stick to this table or whatever you're doing it on, just give it a bit more oil. Yeah. Give it a bit more oil and go back to it. It gets really sluggish now. It starts to feel like some sort of, I don't know, dough. It feels like dough. Getting less dusty and more smooth. That's what we want. That's what I want anyway, because I'm eating the thing. Anyway, so you kind of just carry on like that. And you end up with something like that, but better. It will be edited, so this probably won't be in the final edit. Hello, YouTube. Alright, you do that for like 3 to 5 minutes. That's all that's needed, really. Give it a few slams. Gotta do that, it's tradition. If anyone's watched the discovery of pizza in Spain, where it actually originates from, I know that that's how they started doing it back in the day, in 1409. And as we go on, your bits starting to feel really. You see that? You see bits of yeast there. We don't want that, so we slam them back in, get another round. Just looking at hands. Look at the dog if you want eating. You can look at my face as well. It's not just going to be a hand video. There is a person doing this. Right, so basically that's it. That's about as far as I could go with it. You see, that's pretty much, if you look at any sort of Google picture of pizza dough, it's going to look like that. But I use the same bowl. Just give it a bit of a rinse. You don't want all that rubbish, floury rubbish in it. Always a good thing to do when you're actually doing something, for video purposes, that the camera person isn't filming you do it. You don't want to see me washing this bowl. Right, here's that. Here's the bowl, pretty much the same as it was. 6% less flour. So some oil goes in this. We'll use that as well later when we're putting the pizza onto the baking paper. But I like to give it a nice spread of extremely vile white fry light. Give it a good open so it doesn't stick. And there's the dough. That. And then you get preferably a clean one, but a tea towel. I used to wet it, but it goes cold and pretty horrible, so I don't do that anymore. So now it's just a dry one, and leave that 2 hours. Time to have a look at the old dice. Here we go. Ooh, that's alright. Get that in the light. The excess oil was in there. She's come up a good one. Right, cut myself a square of that as well. And underneath this will be my peel. You see, use that to slide. So basically oiled that up, and then take the dough out like that. I don't know if you're going to be able to see shit. There you go. Good old dough. It's nice and fat. You know, like a fat one. Just use your fingers to get that crust. Really crust-like. Everyone likes crust. Gotta be quiet because there's people coming in through the door. They think I'm a nutter. A right old nutter. Basically, I'm not going to spend too long on this. Or am I? Who knows? In the world of editing, who knows? And give it another quick spray of disgusting twilight. The whitest olive oil of the lot in spray form. Yeah, see, it's not the piece, with the filter, and you go round the edge until you get about here, about there, and sit low, and then like that, and then just a bit more like that. So you can see I've made a bit of a crust. There is no cheese in it though. But that'll come out really nice when it's cooked. So that's my human flesh put on there. There's added old cheese and a bit more oil. Some people like to add more oil, and some people like to add more oil. And here we have, voila, bleeding black circle. Now you want that fucking thing in there for 16 minutes, the old black death stone into oven. You want it on the highest setting. We've only got 9, so that's for 16 minutes time. Actually, bonus minute, 17. Sue me. Do remember to put your leftovers in little bags and put it back in the fridge for later use. Maybe a sandwich or a baguette. But also, put your rubbish in the disposal bin. And most importantly, always remember to put that there. Now while that thing's warming up, just take a, little stroll around the house maybe. Into another room. Maybe past a broken printer. Maybe while someone's watching Coronation Street. I don't know. Perhaps. But, now rather than actually melt my camera lens, I'm only going to quickly dip into there. Just put the little bastard in. You can hear it frying up already. Turned it down to 5, 9. Oh, maybe it's melting it already. Check that out. Right, basically you want to do a countdown. We get that to about 5, 6. The 6. 6. Have a bit of a look. Maybe a swift around. Swift around. What the hell? Shift around. Alan Carr. Yep. I think she's about 34. What do you reckon? Going on 15 again. Yeah, almost ready with that one. Governor! There it is. The old pizza. Not one of my best. The crust is a bit swatted. But yeah, sure it'll taste fine. Just give it a bit of a shadow glaze. Shadow glaze is the business term for that. That's about it really. Might as well film the dog. Just eating. You like a good biscuit, don't you? You always did. Well, maybe I'll just do something special, just as an ending. We're ready to believe you! Where's the pizza? And that's how it's done. Welcome to Zane Lowe and Ribena Week!